Pittsburgh may be known as the Steel City, but east of the Susquehanna Valley, that nickname belongs to Coatesville, Chester County.
The old Lucan's Mill, now called ArcelorMittal, is the mill that made the steel beams that framed the World Trade Center towers.
The day that the steel beams came back to Coatesville was filled with many emotions. The beams had been built there, I think in the early 70s they built that. And after the towers fell, there was the overwhelming sense of despair. What happened? The world has changed.
The second tower, the front tower, the top portion of which is collapsing. There are no words.
Coatesville is a city of about 16,000 people. It's been through some hard times. Depending which way you come into town, you're going to pass a steel mill. At one time, the steel mill employed about 6,000 people. There are only about 600 there, last I heard. So that the town itself has gone through its downturn, and right now is trying to reinvent itself, as many steel towns are.
Well, you're looking at this picture probably 1932-33. My uncle's in there on the left-hand side. My father's on the right-hand side. My uncle came from Italy first, back in 1924. A year later, he turned around and sent for my father in 1925. And they got together and formed a grocery store. And at one time, there was over 35 corner mom-and-pop stores within the city limits of Coatesville. Absolutely incredible.
You ride your bike everywhere. You walk everywhere. You knew everyone. You know, everything was. I grew up right here on 11th Avenue, and 2 blocks was the tennis court, 2 blocks was the baseball field, basketball court. I'm Larry Chertok, Chertok's Furniture and Mattress, Coatesville, Pennsylvania. I'm the 4th generation family business. We started in 1902 by my great-grandfather, Meyer Chertok and Sam Chertok, Bill Chertok, and now it's me.
The biggest thing that happened in Coatesville was Lucan's. At one time, there was over 5,000 employees in the heyday.
It changed. I mean, unfortunately, we had one major industry here and not a diversified industry.
We closed the store, I think, in 1992. A lot of the family-owned stores didn't see a future in Coatesville. They moved out. A lot of storefronts were closed and what have you.
We all wish we knew what happened in Coatesville, and unfortunately, that generation kind of moved out. The steel workers that really were committed, and the immigrants who would work hard, work every day, and just live in the city. I think that second generation might have moved on to college, found bigger and better things, different places of employment, and kind of moved out a little bit.
I don't want to say it's like watching paint dry, but almost, to get us here where we're at today.
For many years, Coatesville was downtrodden. It was going through a slump. The people of Coatesville, who are very, very strong-willed, stubborn, if you will, made of steel, wanted, hoped, and prayed that the city would turn around. We are the only bank still in town. At one time there were 5, but they left when the times got tough. So as a community bank, we felt it's our obligation to stick through the thin times, and here we are. We're here 98 years, and we started as a savings and loan home association. We wanted to help people realize the dream of owning a home. Those dreams haven't gone away.
The big thing for me was in 1981, joined the Coatesville Federal Savings and Loan Association, it was called back then.
I've been doing business with the Coatesville Savings Bank since I was a child. They're very convenient, personable, they know us.
Little by little by little, we adapted, and look at where we're at today. The only bank.
A lot of customers pride themselves that they can just walk to the bank. They don't have to get a ride, they don't have to have help. That's the best part about Coatesville Savings Bank, is that it's right in the inner city where everyone can get to it.
We have never set net income as our bottom line, as our target for the year. You know, we want to service our customers, we want to grow, but we're in it for the long term. We're here almost 100 years, and we'd like to be here another 100. And the way to do that is to build a solid institution, not fly by the seat of your pants, grab what you can and get out.
We honored every customer, and we gave them something they couldn't get anyplace else.
Things started to change. We're hoping for a new train station in the very near future. We'll be breaking ground right down the street here from the bank sometime in the next couple of weeks to build a retail and commercial center. They'll call that the gateway of Coatesville.
In 2019, that complex will be up and running, and we'll be part of that whole situation.
The city itself has seen a lot of change, and the change it's seeing right now is going to push it forward for the next 100 years. So it's a good time to be here. When the towers came back to Coatesville, things seemed to be, if not quite normal, but they seemed to be all right. We knew we were going to survive. Now they're housed over here at the Lukens Mill, and they'll become a part of the Iron and Steel Museum.
It cost us a lot of money to bring it. I think it was $150,000 to bring those babies in. But that was quite a celebration that day when they came down that path. It was wonderful. It was wonderful.
The most advice I give everyone is that we all go through trials and tribulations. This is just a story that you're going to tell somebody. Don't give up. There's always going to be another way around your problem. You may not see it, but it will come for you. You know, God never leaves you, and He never put too much on you that you can't bear.